Coming to you live from the Big Dome, it's the second round of your UAAP Season 76. ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents
Mariano the steal, Mariano the slam, and Jose now into
teamwork,
they're looking to break that streak today. Ball right back up.
heart,
Javier, three. Oh, what a nice shot!
focus,
Deng gets the press screen. Mark puts it down on AB. Oh,
power,
Moreno may bola. Maagawan. Oh, what a move!
instinct,
Revilla goes to his right. Revilla puts it up. Goal!
confidence,
Rivera all the way. Posterizes Carrillo.
pride,
Torres, Rodial tries to tip it to himself. He gets it back. Rodial gets it up.
excitement. UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Well, this weekend is all about streaks. Not only today, but even tomorrow. But first today, UP goes down to its 9th straight loss. LaSalle winning 3 straight earlier today in our first game. Now in our second game, the UST Growling Tigers, a 2-game losing streak, a heartbreaker against UE the last time out. And the National U Bulldogs, their first 3-game winning streak under Coach Eric Altamirano. And in the Ray Parks era, they're coming off a demolition job of Adams University last time out. UAP resumes today here at the Araneta Coliseum, and we're happy to have you with us. Boom Gonzalez alongside DJ Manotok for ABS-CBN Sports, and of course Tresha Robredo representing National University, and Cristel Batchelor representing UST. We're doing the game for you today, Saturday. We welcome you to Studio 23's live coverage, and of course we are in high definition on Balls HD 167. DJ, big game, regardless of streaks that we talked about. This is a big game for both teams.
Well, you remember the last time these two teams met, it was a dramatic game. This is what the last time we saw Jerick Deng on the court. He got injured in that first game. But looking at the team standings right now and see the implications of how big this game is for both these squads. NU right now is at solo second spot at 6-3. If they lose today, they will drop down to share that second place with the DLSU Green Archers that just won earlier today. Meanwhile, for UST, they badly want to break that streak. They're also on a mini streak or a back-to-back situation. Back-to-back losses po sila. Remember, before they ended their first round, they were 4-2. They could have gone up 5-2 to end the first round, but they've dropped their last 2 games, now at 4-4, in danger of sliding really below that bunch of teams there in the middle, and could give them a difficult time of barging into the Final Four come the end of this second round.
This phase of the tournament is now starting to be about separation. Separation of the leaders and those teams who don't want to get separated from the top 4, the top 2. That's what it's all about now. Now, you mentioned that first meeting between National U and UST. That was around July 10th, right here at the Araneta Coliseum. I think we had the pleasure of doing that game also today.
Yep.
We saw that. Jerick Deng went down in that game.
Before the first half win, diba?
Yes. Nevertheless, National U led at halftime by 6 and won by 4 in that game.
It still wasn't an easy outing for NU, even though UST lost their leader midway through that contest, because Kevin Ferreira stepped up for the Tigers. 20 points, 7 rebounds, and mind you, that's on offense, because on defense, he has to guard that guy, Ray Parks, who exploded as well for 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. You know these two teams are evenly matched. You know they've got a little bit of everything. They've got the big guy inside in terms of UST. They have Abdul, and of course you've got NU's Embe. They've got scorers from the perimeter. They've got guys who can run. It's always a pleasure to watch these two teams go at it, all the more when there's so much more on the line like today.
And what National U has is a little bit of momentum with a 3-game winning streak. They're hoping to continue that streak today. We'll talk about UST when we come back from this short break. Jerick Deng returns against the team that he got injured the last time out, and of course Ray Parks will be at the forefront of that NU attack when we come back here at Studio 23.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends. Season 76. Greatness never ends.
We're back inside here at the Araneta Coliseum for the game between UST and National University. It is live and exclusively courtesy of ABS-CBN Sports. Let's talk about UST. TJ, you touched on the fact that they're on a 2-game slide, the last of which was a heartbreaker against the red-hot UE Red Warriors, 68-67. But we saw Karim Abdul with such an incredible energy, probably the best game he's played this year. So, obviously a sense of urgency too. They will need that from him today, even if Jarek Teng and Aljon Mariano are playing.
I think he's got to play that way the rest of the way
Correct.
for USC if they want to crack the Final Four and still have a chance to get a top 2 slot for the twice-to-beat advantage. In that game, which we did, Boom, we saw a combination of 2 things, passion and focus. He was so passionate to play that game. Maybe because he was against Charles Mami that there might have been a small rivalry on the side for that. Who knows? But he really badly wanted to, win that game and play very well as well. He did everything he could.
Both ends.
23 points, 20 rebounds, 8 offensive, played great defense, played great offense as well, very smart. You know, it wasn't, sometimes he'd fall into lapses of being lethargic on the court or just making some errors, but he was on spot almost throughout that whole game. And not enough, though, to get them the win, but that's the kind of performance they need from Karim Abdul the rest of the way if they want to make a run the last 4 games they have.
Especially against Embe today. Embe has also been playing very well for National University. All right, kausapin muna natin si Cristel Batchelor and get the official word, Cristel, on the first the condition of Aljon Mariano, who sprained his ankle against UE the last time, and the return of Jarek Teng. Go ahead, Cristel.
Yes, Boom, the gunslinger Jarek Teng is now back in the ball action. After missing 5 games, Teng is now suited to play up against the NU Bulldogs, which is ironically the same team he last faced when he got down from that injury. Coach Pedro Harencio, however, said that Teng will not be playing heavy minutes for today's game in order to avoid aggravating his injury. Likewise, Aljon Mariano will also be playing for today despite suffering from sprained left ankle during their last game. Dahil nga rito, napakasaya ni Coach Pedro Harencio dahil muli na naman daw mabubuo ang kanyang kupunan. Sabi pa niya, mas magkakaroon daw ng kumpiyansa ang Growling Tigers na maipanalo ang kanilang mga susunod na laban. Boom and TJ?
At maaari, napakaganda rin ng timing, ano, dahil we're at the home stretch here of the second round. Thank you very much, Cristel. So that's great news for the UST fans as Jarek Teng will be, according to the coaching staff, and I tweeted this earlier, at 85% in terms of his conditioning, not the injury. He has been practicing, and now he's suited, and he's just happy to be back on the floor for UST. We'll talk more about Jarek Teng as the game goes on, but let's shift our attention first, TJ, to the hot National University team. Since that team meeting, that closed-door meeting that they've had, they've racked up wins against LaSalle, the big one against FU, and as I said earlier, the demolition job against Adamson University. You pointed out last time that it is on defense where they're doing their damage.
Exactly. They're just playing so much better defensively. They're a very talented offensive team. They can get many points from various players, from Ray Parks, from John Embe. When they just operate, they can open up scenarios for their teammates to get open shots. But defensively, they're also a very potent defensive team because of their size, athletic ability, and speed. And Embe is one of those guys who anchor that defensive end as well. If you look closer to their defensive numbers, Boom, comparing their first round and to their game so far that they've won all in the second round, there's a big disparity. They now only allow 53 points per game. That's a 13-point difference, and that is because, not necessarily because they're letting their opponent shoot less in terms of field goal percentage, as you'll see in their stat, but also because they have less possessions. They force so many more turnovers.
Correct.
They're now forcing 18.3 turnovers a ball game against
5
opponents.
more.
That's 5 more.
Than their
That's
average.
10 points easily. 10 to what? 15 points if you want to count 3-pointers as a possibility. And that is just huge for them to step that up in terms of aggressive, intense defense.
And they're also made the adjustments on offense, and we'll talk more about that as the game goes by. But first, let's bring in Trisha Robredo into this conversation. And I know you sat down with Coach Eric Altamirano. Trisha, tell us, what was the key in this 3-game winning streak in his opinion?
Well, you know what, Boom and TJ, the coaches feel happy and quite frankly a bit relieved that the Bulldogs are finally performing the way they've been expected to play. They described the win against Adamson as a testament of will, focus, and total team effort. You know, as always, they won it through defense, but they believe that success is partly due to discipline and the unselfish contributions made by each member of the team. The leadership abilities of key players like Riri Parks, Jella Lolino, and Sean Embe have been consistently complemented by the performances of their bench. The boys have finally learned how to play as a unit, and their chemistry has done wonders to the team. Now, the Bulldogs are off to a good start in round 2, but Coach Eric believes that it is too early to rejoice. Despite the 3-game winning streak, Coach Eric believes that there is still a sense of urgency. The next couple of games are very crucial for the Bulldogs, and he needs the boys to enter each match and play as if it's their last. Back to you, Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Trisha. You're going up against the UST today, and I believe UE is their next assignment. So, yes, we agree that these games are very crucial for them, and discipline has been key for this National University team in this 3-game winning streak. All right, let's get to our Gatorade Fuel Duel of the game, because with Gatorade, they are fueled for the win. We touched on this matchup already, TJ.
It's going to be fun to see these two guys go at it. And when we say go at it, they are going to go at each other. They're going to be pretty much guarding each other on both ends, back and forth. 14.8 points per ball game, or 14.8 points per ball game for Kareem Abdul, together with 11.5 rebounds per game. Almost identical numbers with Embe. He just has a bit of an edge in terms of scoring, but it's going to be an explosive encounter between these two bigs for UST and NU.
And between Coach Pido Harencio and the bench tactician of National University, Coach Eric Altamirano. That's happening when we come back live here on Studio 23.
Can the UST Prowling Tigers arrest their 2-game slide and remain in the hunt for the Final Four? Off to their longest winning streak in recent history, will the National U Bulldogs continue their rise to the top? UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Gentlemen, a very pleasant Saturday afternoon from the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum, as we bring you Saturday's main event in your Season 76 of the UAAP. Let's meet the starters for the UST Growling Tigers. At point guard, number 6, Ed Akiwan. Off guard, number 9, Clark Bautista. Center number 20, Kareem Abdul. Power forward number 13, Paulo P. And at forward number 16, the return of Jarek Teng. The head coach of the Growling Tigers is Pido Harencio. And now the starting 5 for the National University Bulldogs. At point guard number 4, Jello Alolino. The off guard number 20, Mark Porter. Center number 14, John Emsey.
We are back inside the Big Dome on this Saturday afternoon as we greet the starters for both UST and National University, and Jarek Teng makes the starting cut right away. And this is all being brought to you, of course, by Hanes Starting 5, or Hanes, America's leading underwear brand. And then for National University, it is Mo Porter who gets the nod. He has been the defensive 2 guy for Coach Eric Altamirano lately. In the meantime, it's time to start the fun here on Studio 23. Pero bago tayo magsimula, TJ, batiin muna natin at lahat ng mga nanonood na siyempre naapektuhan ng Maring, na dahil tayo na-miss natin ang UAP ng isang buong linggo. Nag-break tayo dahil between yung first round and second round, tapos nag-break tayo ng a week dahil nga sa kalagitnaan ng atake nitong si Maring. And we all hope that everybody is safe and sound and that are recovering. Everybody is affected, whether directly or indirectly.
For sure,
for
may kilala kayo, may kamag-anak kayo, kaibigan kayo na medyo napahaman lang yan. We hope you're all doing safe and fine and recovering well. And enjoy the afternoon with us here with a great ball game between UST and NU.
Pakasaya muna tayo ng konti as Villamor gets the first 2 points of this game, courtesy of National University. Now, Jarek Teng making the starting 5 right away. Does that surprise you, TJ?
Well, Since Cristel said that he's going to play limited minutes, yes. Normally when you have coaches say that a player coming back from injury, you'll only see limited minutes. Normally they come off the bench and see 2-3 minutes stretch and then babalikin mamaya-maya. Pero we'll see. Naman Coach Pido, he is the definition of unpredictable.
That's right. Whether in terms of coaching or what he says.
And rotation of players, who knows?
Abdul with the rebound. A minute gone by here in our first quarter. Big game between UST and National U. As he said, 2-game losing streak for last year's finalists and this year's national champions. And last year's hosts, the National University, on a 3-game winning streak. And Karim Abdul continues to show the stroke from the outside. First 2 for UST.
And that wasn't an open shot. Embe was right there, but Embe challenging him, letting him take those 15, 18-footers.
Parks double team. Embe underneath. Great passing. Another department of National U's game that has improved in this 3-game winning streak. They're up 4 assists per game, almost 5 actually, TJ, from their average to that 3-game winning streak at 16 right now.
That's a combination of them just spacing the floor better and trusting each other more. They're not forcing shots too much anymore. They're rather moving the ball, following the system.
And coincidentally, this guy, Ray Parks' points have gone down in this 3-game winning streak of theirs, again, because they have distributed the ball more.
I'm sure he doesn't mind.
Oh, sure.
If he can give up 2 or 3 points on average and get 3 wins in a row. Look at this.
Coach Pido, I'm sure, doesn't mind. If Karim makes the 3, 5-4 is the score for Karim Abdul. That is only his second conversion out of 3 attempts this year for UST. As we check in with Trisha Robredo from the National U side. Trisha.
Boom and TJ, with what happened in their last meeting against UST, the Bulldogs expect all emotions to come out in court, right, in this game. The Bulldogs cannot afford to lose focus and heart with a split standing to their advantage at stake. The coaches ask the boys to ignore and remove all distractions and to just worry about what they're supposed to do. For today's match, Coach Eric wants the boys to assert themselves on defense once more. He wants them to keep their vision at all times and to more importantly be accountable for the man they're guarding. In the dugout, he pointed out that UST will be playing hard today regardless of injuries and past performances, which is why they cannot take anyone for granted. They're hungry for a win and they will come out strong, and I need you to be stronger. Back to you, Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Trisha. As Alolino gets another 2. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever, brings you that courtside update. I'll go back to Trisha's report. The word distraction, that was the heavy part at the start of the season for teams like UE and National University. And coincidentally, now that they've gotten over the distraction of, let's say, National U being preseason favorites, and UE na nanalo nung off-season Pinoy. So, maraming usap-usapan dun sa dalawang team there. They struggled at the start. Guess where they are now? They're the ones with the hottest streak.
Exactly. They've been able to focus, really tune out that noise and just play basketball.
Yeah. Cristel Batchelor this time joins us from the USC side. Cristel?
Wala pa si Ladybug. Laptop pa lamang. This is what Coach Pido told me when I asked him to assess their game so far. Although Coach said this jokingly, he is serious about the redemption he and the Growling Tigers are eyeing for today's game. Coach Pido says the boys just need to improve their decision-making and being focused all the time. Meanwhile, Coach also commended the performance of Karim Abdul in their game against UE. Sabi nga niya, kung ganun daw kagaling ang pinakita ni Abdul sa simula pa lamang ng season, so malamang ay malayo na ang kanilang narating. With this, Coach is hopeful that Abdul will be consistent and for the rest of the Tigers to follow for today.
Thank you, Cristel. That's Samsung Smart TV courtside update. Most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. In fairness to Coach Pido Harencio, to the UST fans, they have not had the luxury of a healthy team the whole year.
Right, that's right.
Aljon Mariano starting off with that bum ankle, and then Jeric Teng on the third game going down.
That's right.
And these are major
and they're
players.
still in the thick of things.
Yes,
the 4 and 4.
And these are major players, key players for UST. Again, Abdul inside just did not get it to roll in. Porter, the pitch to Villamor ahead of the pack. And that's a 10-7 count at the 5:41 mark. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Abante po ang National U. Babalik po ang UAP Season 76 dito po sa Studio 23. Plus the perfect combination, pure food standard, juicy chick and cheese hot dog. We're also, of course, seen all over the world via the Filipino channel. As we look at this Suzuki Fast Break of the Game, brought to you by Suzuki's newest compact sedan, Swift Desire. Suzuki, a way of life. That's another number that has gone up in the offensive numbers of National U in this 3-game winning streak, up from 8 points to 13.7 in fast break points na yan ng National University. Things have gotten better, easier for them, 42% shooting in this winning streak.
And again, coming from defense.
Yes.
They're able to run because they get defensive stops, they get
Turnover
steals,
point.
and they force turnovers.
10-7. Teng from way out. And the shoulder support today, Aljon Mariano. And as we look at Villamor, miss. From the outside, the save goes to Karim Abdul. Porter on Teng. Teng up and under move. Trying to draw the foul, non-given. Referees Rico Buaron, Salvador Cortez Jr. and Ferdinand Pascual para dito sa laban ng UST at National U. 10-7 is still our score. Alolino, hesitation, kicks it out. The swing to Villamor, pero 3 seconds. Sayang.
Medyo nasobrahan ng extra pass. Napa 3-second violation tuloy dun sila Embe.
The Sparks had the shot. Yep, we did, right? Smart prepaid substitution. Smart prepaid big on defense 50. Magpaulan ng text. Kevin Ferrer in. Aljon Mariano in.
Nauna bang lumabas si Duck Ewart kaysa kay Jeric Teng. Well, in-expect mong limited minutes, but you know, even his activity on the floor, he's attacking, he's shooting.
Yes.
He doesn't look like he's bothered at all by that right shoulder.
And he's called for a foul. Doon yung kanyang yakap kay Chelo Alolino. Well, I talked to Coach Strong Ballesteros prior to the game as we look at a McDonald's instant slow-mo, spice up your day with the new McSpicy. And I asked him, what do you think was the problem the last 2 games? That they were not able to finish because they were both tight games against Ateneo, I believe, and UE. And he really said, namimiss namin si Jeric Teng. It's the leadership,
the maturity on the floor. Whether or not he takes the big shots, it's his presence on the floor that matters a lot.
Parks and Ferrer sprawled on the floor on the other side. In the meantime, Villamor with his 8th point of the game. And
leading all scorers.
Ferrer and Parks are going at it early in the game.
Bago pa. Hindi pa nakaka-warm up. Napakay masyadong pawis.
Ferrer driving, floating. Embe from behind gets the pass. Porter saves it. Parks diving. Alolino picking it up. 14 on the shot clock. Triple team on Jello. He loses it. 3-on-1 on the other side. And Alolino breaks up the play. Parks kicks it out. Porter from 16. Wala. And Haynes, America's leading underwear brand, giving you our lineup on the floor. Frantic pace so far. Grabe. Aljon asking for it. He's got the mismatch. Jello asking for a double team. Aljon spins away from the double. Kicks it out. Bautista, top of the circle. 3. Short. 3-minute mark. It is Aljon on Ray Ray. Aljon has sprained his ankle in that game against UE. Says he's good to go. Embe, wala. And Abdul comes away with his 4th rebound of the game.
Good challenge by Ferrer. That's why the coaches love him. With his length and height, he can guard any position on the floor, really.
Aljon, top of the circle. 3. Gets it to go. Baksak si Embe. Kit Kat break. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. The lead is down to 2 for NU. Back with you for more of the game between UST and National U. And how about this guy? In 6 minutes has 8 points, 4 out of 4 from the 2-point area, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. That Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Sinagot naman ni Aljon Mariano with a great taste white, great 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white. Avillonar is in the game for the first time.
Ayan na.
So, But Teng is on the bench. 6 on the 24. Dakiwag is back. Cobontin has also played very well lately. For Coach Eric Altamirano off the bench, has provided a lot of energy. As you look at Aljon, the Do More player of the game, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. He says he's ready. He says, ang swerte na di natuloy yung laro daw ng Ateneo UST dahil baka hindi raw siya makalaro doon.
Imagine, nakapagpahinga siya ng halos isang linggo.
And Karim Abdul continues to be assertive underneath. Let's look at this. McDonald's instant slow-mo. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. He was working out on his own earlier, prior to the game, with Coach Strong Ballesteros. And Coach Strong saying that more than ever, they need him now. They need him to play like that. Every time. Zapskuan, member of the 2006 champion team of UST, in attendance here at the Araneta. Magandang hapon muli. Salamat sa inyong pagtutok dito po sa ABS-CBN Sports para sa labanan ng UST at National U. Cobontin, Parks, na libre si Javillonar.
Again, nice spacing, good ball movement, finding the open man, wide open 3 for Javillonar.
The aura of National U has changed in the last 3 games, really.
I think so.
And when I say that, just the confidence, and they seem to be happier also. Like, may, yung tinatawag natin, may sigla yung laro.
As a team, you know, and not just individuals who are playing well, but the whole team is really enjoying playing well together.
PS Bank maasahan assist, simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank, open a savings account now. It's coming from the fact that the first phase of this tournament, they were really pressured with all the talk. Even Coach Eric Altamirano was saying that his team is favored, his team was, diba?
Inaamin din niya. Inaamin din niya.
And it is now coming together for them. UE also, Lasal has put in the streak.
Sa lagay na to, kulang pa sa isang player.
Ang NU, you mean?
The other import that was able to play. Aroga, remember?
Mariano carves some space. Uy, wala pa rin. Third opportunity. Offensive rebound. 8 points. 5 rebounds for Karim Abdul. 15-13 towards the end of the first quarter. Down to 50 seconds. Paulo Aviana. Parks, out.
And that all happened because Pereira gambled on the steal, opening that baseline drive for Parks right away.
The Master winning move, lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on. Speaking of streaks, tomorrow we're talking about Ateneo that has silently put together a streak for themselves. And then Adamson losing 4 straight. They're going up against them.
4 straight.
And then the second game, FEU lost 2 straight after 7-0. And then UE going for 5 straight. So we're talking about streaks this weekend. Some wanting to end theirs.
Some wanting to continue.
In the case of this guy, Ray Parks, National U, they want 4 straight. Something they have not done with him around. His field goal also has gone up in this 3-game winning streak, DJ. We're getting ready for the start of the second quarter here at the Araneta Coliseum on this Saturday afternoon. NU ahead 17-14. This is what happened earlier when Kevin Ferrer drove. Parks went for the block. We'll see how he lands here, because they're attending to him on the bench right now. And he was wincing in pain earlier
during the break.
During the break. But we'll see. It looks like, well,
maybe he heard his hand hitting the board hard.
I wouldn't know.
Because he went for an emphatic block.
Yes.
So could be na overextend yung mga daliri or yung wrist. And that's his shooting hand, his left hand. And that's what's being iced on the bench.
In the meantime, Javillonar drives on Mariano. Comes up short. 8 fast break points for National U in that first quarter.
That's a lot for one quarter. Some teams have it for a whole game.
Well, they're averaging 13.7 in the win streak. There's a foul called. It's a block on Cobuntin, if I'm not mistaken.
If the flop not called, then dahil yung legs nila got entangled, nadapa ni Cobuntin, that's a foul. Ayun, may sipa pala.
McDonald sits in slow-mo, spicy today with the new McSpicy. Earlier today, LaSalle in a battle for 3 quarters against UP. And then LaSalle pouring it on in the 4th to win their 3rd straight. In the meantime, it is now down to a 1-point lead for National U. Oh, Bintan is in the game, by the way. So is Alejandro for National U.
Interesting 5, no
Yes.
Embe and Parks. Normally, at least you have one on the floor. Pero walang Embe at walang Parks.
Ganon din para sa UST. Tan and Kim Lo with Paulo Be, Aljon Mariano and Kevin Ferrer. 6 on their 24. So Ferrer and Mariano, their only options on offense. That's a forced shot by Kevin. Tumatakbo si Cobuntin. Cobuntin, dire-diretso. And ball will go back to UST.
But again, you see the aggressiveness of NU trying to run. They had the numbers. It was a good shot, although contested, but it was there.
Altamirano celebrated his birthday, if I'm not mistaken, a week and a half ago. 17-16, and Mariano misses everything on that one. Ball will stay with UST. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline. 789-9999. Great times, great pizza.
Nice veteran pass there by Ferrer. Back to the inbounder, which most defenders forget to guard once they inbound the ball.
5 on the shot clock. Mariano thinks, fires. No. Avellana with the rebound. Let's go to Cristel Batchelor.
Well, Derek Teng and Albert Mariano are still just under 50%. Coach Rido Jarenzo is hopeful that it will bear a positive outcome because, as he said, all the chances are in their hands and the whole team will be working hand in hand to win. Also, he said, kanina pa nga buong puso yung sisigaw ni Coach Rido na gusto daw niyang makita ang 100% effort mula sa kanyang mga players. For this game, Coach wants the boys to stick to the mano-y-mano or the tao mo responsibilidad mo principle. They have been practicing indefatigably for the whole week, and he is confident that the Tigers already know what to do and already have a sense of leadership within themselves. Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Cristel, for the update. That's Mariano.
What a
great move. Brought to you first, DJ, by Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever.
Nice spin moves by Mariano and the pivot and the fakes. All that combined gets a bucket.
Looks like the ankle is
Oh,
fine.
yeah, he's fine.
Avellana rejected by Ferrer. 2-on-2. Kim Lo able to get it up and in. And UST, which was down by as much as 5, now with a 3-point lead. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Here's that Aljon Mariano move, a series of fakes, and then the conversion. A Yaki Sobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yaki Sobrang Sarap. Ito naman ng Bostik Tapal King of the Game, brought to you by Bostik Super Vulcasil. Ferrer on Avellana. And basta perfect combination, Pure Foods the juicy chicken cheese hot dog. Ito po ang nagbigay sa kanila ng 3 puntos na kaabante. Uy, si Kim Lo. And now, a change in the lineup for Coach Eric Altamirano, but still no Ray Parks whose wrist was being wrapped, taped in that timeout.
Yeah, after being heavily iced.
Yes.
So Alolino breaks the ice of their drought here in the scoring. I mean, they've been playing decent defense, but yung offense nila had struggled without Embe, without Alolino, and without Parks.
Carl Napes also making his way into the lineup. Jarek Teng is also here for UST as we go to Trisha Robredo.
Toughness is about doing the little things and making them count. The seemingly small details like spacing and passes turn out to be the most important ones. And Coach E wants his boys to be more conscious of these. In the timeout, Coach Eric asks his boys to settle down and to be more focused, to play sharper and to play smarter. They missed too many opportunities and they gave up too many second shots, and they cannot afford to make the same mistakes again. Now, Boom and TJ, I can confirm that Eric hurt his wrist earlier on in the game. I've been told that it's nothing serious, but it seems like he cannot go back in the first half. But the coaches' hopes are high that he will be fit enough to join his team in the second half. Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Tricia. Well, you had your back turned, and while your back was turned, Ray Parks was making his way to the technical table. But it is obvious that he is holding on a little bit. Inaalalayan niya ng bagya yung kanyang left arm. And again, we're going to go back to that play where he tried to block Kevin Ferrer, and he inadvertently slapped the board, I think, with too much force.
Pumataw siya.
Parks on the other side draws the foul. Well, look,
He's
as
still
he
in
shoots
base.
free throws. Yeah.
He's still wincing there.
Yep. It's very obvious. He iced it earlier, and they wrapped it, they taped it. That's a Master winning move, by the way. Lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab. With this Yellow Cab big move by Abdul. Delivery hotline is 7899999. Great times, great pizza. Parks is 0 out of 4 so far in the game. And it's ironic that he makes his first free throw.
Kaya pa pala. Kahit masakit.
Ajit Singh and some of the NU supporters here at the Araneta Coliseum.
There you go. There's the tape on that left wrist. And he's 2 for 2. Okay. Pero masakit eh.
Yep.
Kita mo sa mukha niya eh.
Correct? Kahit pag naglalakad, inaalalayan yan. 5:19 to play here in the first half. 22-21. Ball trapped. Embe. Ray. Kimlo is there. Oh!
And a posterization. I don't think that wrist hurts anymore, Boo.
Or it's not going to hurt right now.
Yeah, the adrenaline just gonna run right through that arm.
Too much adrenaline. Let's look at that once again. Fubu fearless shot for Aspias. Fubu International. He cocks it back, and the rack attack from the two-time MVP on Kim Lo. You know, he was running, as I was about to say, but it happened too fast. No, dito natin malalaman kung masakit ang kamay.
Kaya nga ba naman ang sentence mo eh. Hindi naabot ng 1 second yun eh. Pero nag-toss cross your mind. Ako din eh. Inisip ko siguro layup to. Hindi.
Bilis niya masyado.
Bilang niya bigla eh.
It's his fault, not mine. Under 5
Bagay mo magsalita eh.
National U takes the lead all of a sudden. 24-22.
And all of a sudden, you know, balik sila sa Kalabangan.
And it's not every day you get the chance to dunk, even if you're Ray Parks.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he shook it off and gave us a rim rattler. We'll take a break. Back in a moment. Looking at Belarmino, our courtside charmer, wearing a Silverworks bracelet. Silverworks live to play. Now, NU in the lead by 2 after that 6-0 run by UST earlier, TJ. So a swing here in this game. Did it remind you of that UST game we did last week? Talagang momentum swinging from left to right. Oh, nawala yung bola kay Aljon. Napulot ni Ronyo. Ronyo ahead. Oh,
thanks,
Derek Teng. I think it's his hamstring. He's going straight.
Something. Parang pull, you know?
Looks like
bigla siyang wincing in pain.
Looks like it.
Either that or a cramp.
He went straight into the locker room. This is what I'm saying about UST. They haven't had the luck in terms of the health. Look at there.
He felt it pop. He felt something right away.
Pop.
Right away.
And it looks like it's the right.
Right hamstring, no?
We'll get a confirmation from Cristel a little later, but for UST, you can't be distracted. They have to stay on point here. They've dealt without Jarek Teng. As you look at him right now, TJ.
Oh, he's sprawled with
hamstring.
Grabbing on that right hamstring.
And you know, hamstrings take a while.
Like a long. Kahit strain lang. Kahit strain.
And this might also be from the lack of activity and then
pagbinigla.
But of course, this is all just right now.
Speculation for us. We'll see what the you know, the way the therapists,
Yes.
the PTs, and the doctors
Yes.
of the team
Sometimes, as we see a double foul between Ferrer and Alolino, sometimes during the course of the game, TJ, the injury looks worse than it really
It
is.
actually is, yeah.
So that's what we're hoping for, because we love the fact that Jarek Teng may come back today. It's great to see him. As we look at the Dumore player of the game, brought to you by Rexona, it won't let you down. Remember, prior to him going down, and I'll say this again, he was a legitimate MVP contender.
We're talking about Jarek Teng.
Jarek
of course.
Teng, yes. Leaving the UAP season with a 15-point average prior to his injury. Sheriff is now in the game for UST to join Ferrer, Mariano, and Abdul, and also Kim Lo. Nagkakagirian ito si Embe at saka si Abdul.
Gumana yata yung sumbong ni Abdul.
Oo,
May tinuro
parang,
siya, sabi niya sila,
oo.
Ref, ito ginagawa niya sa akin, and he cut it again.
Tumuna.
Well, here's that play again where Jarek Teng,
And he stepped on that right leg. There, he
yeah,
felt
he
it
felt
there.
it right there.
Felt it there. The
You see it
pull.
in his face.
McDonald sits in slow-mo, spice up your day with the new McSpicy.
Oh, so unfortunate for Jarek, who patiently waited.
Yeah.
Diba? They said, day to day, pero talagang inintay ng matagal bago mag-heal yung shoulder niya na yun.
At nabiyayaan din dahil, di ba, nagbakasyon tayo ng dalawang
Yeah, the
linggo,
FIFA
tapos
break.
ito pa,
Yep.
nagkabagyo pa. In the meantime, umaba ang tina ng 6, the biggest lead of the game for National Youth, 28-22. Naghihirapan itong UST dito. A little bit of a, sometimes it, you know, you have a fallen comrade, parang,
Nakaka-drain ng energy din,
Correct.
ano?
nice move, but not completed. 3 guys on the floor. And Kevin Ferrer, an end one opportunity. Look at this. Pure Foods, no hassle play. Crisp and juicy wingers, no bones, no hassle. Robin Ronyo getting into the scoring act now.
That's another fast break point for NU. Guess how many they have already?
No.
17.
Oh, wow.
17 fast break points. We still have 3:24 left in the half.
Remember, they are averaging close to 14 in this win streak of theirs.
They have forced 6 turnovers already on USC. That means they've scored in pretty much all those turnovers plus that, meaning they're scoring fast break on defensive rebounds.
Their average prior to win streak was close to 9. Now they have 17 fast break points. Ronyo for 3, gets it to
Bang.
go.
And they're just humming right now.
Yep. And that's how they've been the last 3 games. 3-minute mark. Lead is 6.
This guy is doing his work as well, Mariano. They're keeping themselves in this game amidst all that NU is playing so well. It's only a 4-point lead.
Correct. Ronyo with the last 7 points of National U as Tristan Perez comes in for NU. Now, this is what Coach Estrong is talking about. This is a moment where UST has got to find a leader,
Yep.
somebody who will
Someone's
really
got to step up.
Yeah, collect them. It's not about points as we look at the Great Taste White Grade 3 or Coffee is White, Great Taste White. He was saying that's what we missed from Jeric, and that's what we have lost with Jeric Fortuna. Yun ang sabi niya.
Yes.
And now, Villamor, who has 11 points in this game, first field goal in the second quarter. This lead is up to 7 now, 34-27. Abdul, strong move, cannot finish. Picked up by the rookie. And a foul on the floor. Great Taste White, Grade 3. A Coffee is White, Great Taste White. It is Villamor, this time with that 3. And the recruit from AUF Integrated School on the line for free throws at the 2:12 mark. I would have wanted to attend that closed-door meeting of National University.
I wonder what that was like.
Yep. When they apparently flushed out everything, everybody was able to speak. That's the word that we heard.
Do you know who instigated it? No. Basta there was a collective agreement that
The
they
coach,
would
yeah. Oh. Sila. By the way, it's a 17-5 NU run in the last 3-14. Haynes Comfort Team in action. Haynes, America's leading underwear brand. Again, the teams that National University beat. First, it was LaSalle. After that, closed-door meeting. And then the big one against FU. At nagpatuloy yun doon sa kanilang tambakan na laban against Adamson University. These are very tough teams.
And it's not surprising, though, that they can beat them. But I think what shocked a lot of people and themselves as well is that they did it in succession. That it was a three-game winning streak against those mentioned teams.
Parks denied. Mariano on the floor. Bautista takes the pass, goes to his right, sets up Lo, gets it back. Oh, what a pass by Lo.
Binawi niya. Kanina nung nag-inbound si Lo kay Ferrer, binalik niya kay Lo for the easy layup. Now, he returns the favor, giving a nice assist, give and go as well, this time to Ferrer.
A wishy-oh-wow moment of the game opened up to everyday surprises. Isa pang binawi. Si Ed Takiwag, binawi sa bench. He was supposed to replace Kim Lo already.
Wag muna. Ito ka muna. Maganda yung ginagawa.
After everything that has transpired, this is only a 2-possession lead for National University. Ferrer, 6 of the last 8 points of UST. He's got to step up. I mean, that's what UST has done without Jarek Teng. They have come up with big wins with everybody contributing. Labing isa. Ronyo, bad spacing by National U, but Ronyo has been on fire. This is that one, though. Bautista goes to Ferrer. Hello, Steve!
He saw the lane. Yep, he saw the lane. The moment he received that pass, he did not relegate himself to look for a jumper or for a pass.
Look at that. Nike power rebound of the game. Nike play like it's still summer. So a chance to eat into this 5-point lead. The biggest was at 9 at 36-27. Ferrer, by the way, has 9 rebounds with his 8 points.
Wow, and 1 block.
1 block.
So almost a double-double.
I had to double take
sa dami ng rebounds niya.
Ito sa ating statisticians. I thought it was an Abdul stat. Rutin will come back in. And Ray will sit down. I should look at that wrist. Maybe that dunk kind of numbed the wrist a little bit.
Could be. The adrenaline just flowing.
We wouldn't know how that feels. 50 seconds. And a 4-second shot clock. Labing isa. Almost. Rebound, tap. Ronyo.
It looks like he stepped on the line before he tried to bounce it off of Tata Bautista.
So this is just a 3-point lead. UST with a chance to tie. And a 3-point shot or a 3-point play. Karim asking for it, doesn't get it. Ferrer with a push. It happened in front of referee Pascual.
He does have that tendency.
Yeah, he does.
But meantime, he gets away with it legally getting position, getting space, pero yan medyo too much momentum.
Donald sits in slow-mo, Spice it today with the New McSpicy. So a 3-second differential here. Game clock, shot clock. Labing isa. Ronyo with 4 to shoot. Nakatakas pa. Perez. That's short. 1 second to go. The pitch for Karim. And UST survives.
Hanging on.
Yeah, that flurry from National U. And Kevin Ferrer is the guy who kept their heads above water. He is our Jollibee champ of the quarter. Big burger goodness like no other. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and the block. And UST behind only by 3, 36-33. Back in a moment for halftime here at the Araneta Coliseum. LaSalle winning, picking up its third straight. UP going down with a new coach, Trey Madrid. They fought for 3 quarters. They played loose. They played, very well, and especially in that first half. I saw one of our, of course, our head statistician, Oppo, saying that they had 11 assists in the first half and then 0 in the second half for UP. So that did them in as LaSalle turned it up in that towards the end of the third and then most of the fourth to win their third straight. National U looking for their 4th straight win. They start with Mo Porter, Ray Parks, Jello Alulino, Jean Embe, Dennis Villamor. Alulino nakakita ng puwang, and Kevin Ferrer with the trip.
And rarely do you see Parks giving the screens. Normally he's getting the screens, but this time he set up his teammate with that nice screen and found Alurino with a beeline to the basket, but Ferrer tried to stop him with the leg, but you can't do that.
And we don't foul. We don't see TJ, Derek Teng on the bench.
I don't see him as well. I was looking for him to come back. Voila.
I'll get an update a little later from Cristel Batchelor. First, it's Mariano Ferrer, Bautista, Takiwag, and Abdul. 2 on the shot clock. Parks. Embe is struggling today. Mami struggled against Abdul, and it's because of his overall activity on both ends, talking about Abdul. Yep.
I think he's raised his game.
He does. He
defensively as well.
And it affected his counterparts.
Yes.
Ito, back in the bucket. Courtesy of Ed Takiwag. Fubu fearless shot for us by Fubu International.
Here's a guy who can really explode.
Oh, we've seen that.
There's more to Takiwag than what we've seen, I think. The way this guy is so talented and naturally gifted. His speed, his length. Just a matter of gaining that confidence. A bunch of games, doing well, getting the confidence and the playing time from Coach Fido.
And obviously, TJ, he also sometimes is floating in terms of whether he's a point guard or an off guard. Embe underneath, having a miserable time against Karim.
Hirap talaga siya.
Oh, nice acceleration by Bautista to hand it off to Abdul.
And speaking about guys who are not normally a point guard, Bautista doing his best to make that transition.
Abante na po ang UST. And speaking of, punta natin si Cristel Batchelor.
Yes, Boom, I was able to talk to Dr. Isagana Leal, Derek Teng's physician, and according to him, Derek Teng's hamstring muscle in his right thigh was tight. He suffered from cramps as he explained it earlier. Through the diagnostic ultrasound, it was seen, however, that there is no tear in his muscle. Dr. Leal immediately performed an acupuncture procedure to Teng, which will relax his tight muscle eventually. This famous Chinese medical procedure with the use of needles will only yield pain when the muscle is still tight. And I saw how Teng yapped in pain when the needle poked through his skin. No worries though, Teng fastly recovered and there is a huge possibility that he can return in the ballgame later. Boom and TJ?
Great report. Thank you, Cristel. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. We saw a video. And again, this is an example that sometimes it looks worse than it actually is.
But so it's not a pull.
Yeah.
It's a cramp.
There's no tear.
Yeah, no tear.
But if it's true that it...
May dala pala silang ultrasound. May baon sila.
If it's true that it is tight, again, that sometimes is because of, not being in this situation,
not playing at this level for a while.
Remember, against UE, we were talking about how Jarek was practicing, but what he's trying to get back was first his conditioning, second his flexibility, which he didn't have in that shoulder and his body in general also. As we look at this perfect combination, perfect combination, pure food standard, juicy chicken cheese hot dog. So this is his first, the coaches will always say, there's no way you can simulate a real game.
No, not at all. The intensity, the tempo, hindi. Kahit
the emotion too.
Ipatakbo mo yan ang sprint ng kadami-dami, hindi talaga.
So we're tied. That is our third deadlock at 38 all. It was Alulino who tied the game earlier. That's another guy who seems to have matured for National U, TJ. Of course, you still somehow sometimes look for him to score a little bit and improve on his jump shot, but the way he has handled his team has improved, Jello Alulino.
And I remember at one point, Coach Eric Altamirano said, we'll go as far as Alulino goes. We need him to be our main point guard.
Great move by Abdul. 14 points, 9 rebounds for Karim. The lead with
Contrast.
UST.
Ray Parks has missed his first 3 attempts to start the second half.
Still heavily wrapped wrist. He tries the 3 though. Gets it to go that time. Good. That is his first triple conversion. 8 points for the 2-time MVP.
So let's see if that can get his confidence going. But we still see him wincing.
Yep. Parang inaalalayan, stretch yung kanyang wrist.
Actually, all his points have come after injuring at wrist. Remember the 2 free throws, di ba? Yung 2 free throws muna, tapos yung 3-point play, yung dunk and foul.
Takiwag, strong move. Parks was all over him though. Tumatakbo si Kabuntin sa kabila.
Nice pass.
Nakuha, naipeke ni Alulino. Looked right, dropped it left.
Another fast break point.
And NU with the answer, 43-40. Abdul forces it. Great defense by Embe that time. Standing his ground. There's just a little more control and confidence in the game of Jello Alulino lately. 2-on-1 on the other end. Takiwag, ibinagsak kay Bautista.
Nice smart play by Takiwag, making Ray Parks commit first before passing it to the other guy.
Yung nawala kay Jello, ang napansin ko, TJ, yung parang pagiging tentative niya sa point guard. Nakapulot pa. Right place, right time. And the lead is back to 3. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Here's Karim Abdul with a master winning move. Lose the oil, win the game with master. Put your game face on. It is 45-42. And Jello looking right, dropping it left for a dime and a Suzuki fast break. Brought to you by Suzuki's newest compact sedan, Swift Desire, Suzuki, a way of life. Nakakarami na itong National U pagdating sa ating mga fast break points. And speaking of NU, let's check in with Trisha Robredo, I believe.
Well, Boom and TJ, Coach Eric is not very happy with the inconsistent performance of the Bulldogs in the first half of the game. He pointed out that their disorganized offense and the careless mistakes which have led to transition baskets and unnecessary fouls. For the next 2 quarters, Coach E asks his boys to get back their focus and to execute their game plan better. He wants them to go heavier on defense, to contain and to put more pressure on the passers. For offense, on the other hand, he asks the boys to continue to run and to attack before UST establishes their defense. Back to you, Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Trisha. It's a report brought to you by Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. Naintindihan ko naman yung sinasabi ni Coach E na bubulusok sila tapos lalaglag yung depensa nila.
Kailangan consistent all throughout.
Aljon has been quiet. Halfway down was that ball. The lead back up to 6 for National U. Villamor, 14 points for NU. Jello out to Parks. Quarter court 3. No. Paulo Pe. Oh, and a dangerous pitch. Oh, pero naagaw ni Lo. He gets it back. So Ferrer is on the bench, so is Abdul. It is Mariano and Bautista, Takiwag, Pe, and Lo. Oh, ball loose. Parks. Kabuntin. Parks. Lays it in. 10 points for Ray.
21 fast break points now,
Wow.
Boom, for NU. 21 fast break points out of their 50. With 3:30 to go in the third.
Mariano again with the foul. The Growling Tigers. The lineup right now brought to you by Hanes, America's leading underwear brand, and of course the counterparts, National U Bulldogs. 21-6 to be exact, TJ, is the number in fast break points. As Jeric Teng, to the applause of the UST fans, is back on the floor, or back on the bench at least.
Walking on his own.
It's great to see him back, just not grimacing.
And an amazing story as well. You know, right away they had that machine to ultrasound to check if there was a tear or a pull. Right away they had a doctor who does acupuncture for the team that relieved the cramps right away. Amazing.
I also see the parents come out of the locker rooms. A roller coaster season health-wise for Jarek Teng. Ronyo at the corner. That's his favorite spot. Rims out. Pep picks it up. Again, he hurries it. Second.
Sayang yun, they had the numbers.
He did, just
They
like
had two
earlier.
guys ahead.
There was 2-on-1 earlier. The release was too quick. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. It is up to an 8-point lead for National U. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab. Yellow Cab Big Move. Delivery hotline is 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Here's also the Do More Player of the Game brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. We are live streaming for free on UAAP Sports TV or .tv, iwanttv.com.ph. You can also watch the replay on iwanttv.com.ph. Speaking of replays, it's also showing on game nights on Ball Sky Cable Channel 34. Boom Gonzalez, TJ Monoto, Trisha Robredo, Cristel Batchelor, Direk Alneri at the helm of this live and exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage. 7 on the shot clock. Alulino, nakalusot pa. Abdul puts an end to that sequence. Ferrer is back. Dimlo has played a lot of minutes for Coach Pido today. Sheriff to Abdul, who's been quiet. Sheriff attacks inside. But Embe was there to bother that Ferrer shot. Ito na naman ang Enyo, tumatakbo na naman sa kabila. At nakashoot na naman.
And another fast break conversion. Boom, you're right. 23 points now on the fast break. Iba talaga yung mentality nila na when they get that rebound, they get the steal, they're looking ahead right away to run. No matter who's there, they're not just looking for Parks, who obviously is their best, open court finisher, but they're looking for anybody.
And Villamor, that's 16 points already. Here they go again, trying to pick up the pace. Alulino, UST back in transition defense. Out to Ronyo. Inikot kay Villamor. Villamor, mainit ang kamay ngayon. Short, nakuha pa yung offensive rebound.
He forgot to box out the shooter. One of the most important guys to box out because he knows where that miss is going to go.
12 na to, kasamang DJ. Abante ng 12, pinakamalaki. Ferrer,
And imagine they're doing this with Embe only with 2 points.
Yes. Ferrer and Parks continue to go at it. Ferrer shoots the 3. Short. Abdul continues to work hard. Alulino taps it to himself. Alulino, umabante. Ferrer, hahabol!
You saw that coming. You saw that coming.
Mariano cannot convert.
Ano tawag din? The chase down block.
Yep. Chase down.
Sa barangay tawag doon, dinikdik sa board. Dinikdik sa board.
Oh, Embe turns around on Abdul.
Wow, first bucket in a long, long time for Embe.
The first quarter.
Yeah, only his 4th point of the ball game.
Last one was an undergoal stab earlier in the game. 13 on the game clock and a 14-point lead for National U. Law. Sheriff, 14-footer. First 2 points for him. And that will do it. In the third quarter, where National U extends a 3-point lead to a 12-point lead. And it is Dennis Villamor, ang Tubong Laguna, ang ating Jollibee champ on the quarter. Big Burger goodness like no other. It is 56-44. National U going for its 4th straight win. Fourth quarter commences with National U in the lead by 12, 56-44 against UST, who do not want to drop a 3rd straight game as Ferrer drives, having a really good game offensively. 11 points, 10 rebounds.
Wow, double-double.
Ferrer, yep.
First half pa lang, naka 8 points and 9 rebounds na siya.
Sheriff hounding Jello Alilino. The show on Jello. Kabuntin is there. Gives it up to Parks. Shoots the 3 off to the right. And Parks' percentage from that area has dropped drastically this season at 22%.
On the dot today, 1 out of 4, so that's 25%.
Sheriff finds Ed Dakiwag.
Nice cut by Dakiwag. And UST with back-to-back baskets, bringing some life back to them on the court to start the fourth quarter.
Under 9. Pereira called for a foul.
Such a joy to watch this rivalry. Look at these two guys. They love going at each other.
Yaki Sobrang move brought to you by... Ito muna, tignan muna natin itong perfect combination. Courtesy of Pure Foods. 56-48. Alolina from the corner. That's short. Forward pass, Abdul.
That's it.
Oh!
That's an easy 2 for him. I'm sure he's frustrated he didn't get that to go.
We're looking at the Topacio family, or RCBC Savings Bank. Life-changing moment. RCBC Savings Bank. My loans, it's life-changing. MB is back. Tristan Perez will sit down again. 8:28 to play. UST has got to get something going here. And first, they have to make sure National U doesn't run on them again here in this quarter. Give up easy points.
Yep. Got to get back on transition defense.
Two for two for Abdul. 16 points and 12 rebounds. Double-double.
6-0 run, Boom, to start this fourth quarter.
Yep. Cut the lead down in half. Embe, not his shot. Oh, offensive rebound. Kobuntin.
Wow.
Denied by Abdul. Buti na lang. Nandun si Abdul.
Little big man, Kobuntin.
Over Sheriff. Yeah. Did you know that Embe can actually speak French? Live Supreme Trivia brought to you by Luckily Supreme.
Meron din talaga silang French dialect dun sa bansa niya. So natural din sa kanila. Kaya nga Jean, di ba?
Yep. Jean.
Di ba his brother's also Emmanuel?
Emmanuel.
That's why you have to stress on the Jean.
Jean. Derek Teng most probably will not see action anymore, but it's great to see him just on the bench anymore, not wincing in pain.
And walking on his own.
And walking on his own, you're right.
A split on the line there for Kobuntin. Whoop!
Oh, Ronyo unable to control it. Oh, shoots the 3, why not?
Libre. That's it. That's a big boost for them. 4 quick points for NU. The lead is back up to 10.
38% shooter from that area. Everybody contributing a little of something for National U in this win streak and in this game so far. Mariano loses it to the tough defense of Kobuntin.
Yep, he stayed in front. Kept the body on him all throughout.
So a little cold water poured on that rally of UST. The lead was down to 6 as a foul is called on Abdul as Embe was trying to position himself. Cool and clean still, brought to you by the new C2 Red Tea and C2 Iced Tea. Healthy sarap, great good meals. And a great taste white, grade 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white. It is Robin Ronyo. Parks pulls up. Starters of National U have outscored the starters of UST by 15, 40-25.
That's in large part because Villamor started this game. He's got 18. Oh,
Ferrer,
nice pass.
nice pass.
And again, the Kiwak just floating around there.
Lurking.
Yep,
underneath.
lurking under the basket.
And that's what UST has been trying to do. Lurk here behind National U. They're behind by 8. With a lot of time to play. 6:33. Copentin gives up the dribble. Alolino, nowhere to go. Forces a shot. Copentin trying to challenge Ferrer. He's fouled. Ferrer has been a monster for the boards. PS Bank maasahan assist. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. 60-52 is our score. Abante pa rin ang National University. Substitution, Abelona coming in. Smart prepaid big on the text 50. Magpaulan ng text. Bautista trying to run through those screens. Forces the shot, yes. It's a 3. Wow. It's a line drive 3, too.
His first of the game.
5 na lang to. Under 6 to play. Avelona 4-3. This is everything. Another offensive rebound.
So the guys who don't normally grab those offensive rebounds for NU, Copentin, Ronyo, they're just being active, moving around, finding those loose balls.
Ito, bumalik sa 3. Oh. Master winning move. Lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on a step back line drive. 3. 60-55. Sheriff will come back in for the Kiwak. Both teams have 10 offensive rebounds. As we go to Cristel Bachelor.
No more tomorrow. We must win today. These words are written on the Growling Tigers board in the dugout, something which is new considering how crucial this game is for them. Kahit na ba aminado si Coach Pido Harencio na crucial naman nga ang bawat laro, gusto niyang idiin sa Tigers ang mitili nila na sila ay manalo. Coach Pido said they just have to pick up from their mistakes, learn to correct them, strengthen their defense, and learn to talk among themselves. As for Derek Teng, he will have to take a rest for now and hopefully be in good shape once they return for the next game. Despite this, Coach Pido is still hopeful, and through his exact words, sabi nga niya, full force na tayo at todo na to. Boom, NTJ.
Oh, you have 5 minutes and 43 seconds, Cristel. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. It's a big game. And to lose 3 straight is big, especially a team that went to the finals last year.
Yep.
Especially with the kind of competition and the kind of jockeying for position that's happening right now for the teams. Bautista. Sheriff. Finds Mariano, who finds Ferrer, who finds Abdul. Mariano sidesteps. At naawa.
Down to a 3-point lead, just like that.
Up from 14 down to 3. 60-57. Ito na, nag-iingay na mga taga-UST sa ating likod. Punta muna tayo kay Trisha Robredo.
The Bulldogs may be leading, but Coach Eric reminds the boys that they cannot afford to be complacent. In the huddle, he asks the Bulldogs to stick with their offense and to do a better job in defense. Coach E puts particular emphasis on establishing tandem and on guarding players like Kareem Abdul and Ed Pakiwag. Secondly, he asks the boys to capitalize on rebounds and fast break opportunities. Lastly, the Bulldogs are told to keep their composure, to bring more intensity on court, and to finish this game strong. Back to you, Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Trisha. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. 5-0 run. Aronio 3. Another fast break courtesy of Cobutin. They have been able to find answers to UST rallies today. And that lead, which was down to 3, is back up to 8. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Ronyo with 13 points. That was a big shot. And then, fast break. Again, Cobutin, Oishi wow moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. 25 fast break points for National U. 15 turnover points. 15 turnovers.
Wow. Grabe, no?
0 turnover points ang UST kasamang TJ. Oy, may foul.
Taking a 3. Si Dakiwag, so that's going to be 3 free throws.
And Coach Coach Eric, has used 14 players today. Only De Guzman has not played.
Ganun
Mark De
sila
Guzman.
kapagod. Kasi ang taas ng tempo ng laro nila eh. So he always wants fresh
Correct.
legs on the floor.
And yet, everybody has contributed.
Yep.
Oh, the Kiwag with a sorry miss. 4:15 to play. And a lot of time still. Remember, this lead was up at 14. They cut it down to 3, and that's not helping. Coach Pido in a quandary, in a 2-game slide. And that expression says it all. That body language of Coach Pido, and 3 misses from the line.
Wasted opportunity there. Getting 3 free throws with the clock not moving.
And the Kiwag, a 67% shooter. Doesn't go there often. Avelona, 7 to shoot. Villamor, inside to Cobutin, nakatakas! Gets it back, puts it up and in!
And he got his own offensive rebound.
Activity level of this NU squad in general lately.
Wow. Cobutin, 7 points, 3 rebounds,
Off
all
the
of them
bench.
offensive. And that's all in his 21 minutes off the bench. Ito si Dakiwag, nakabawi naman. Getting the layup to go.
Down to 8. Little press from UST. Angelo Alolino set to return for National U. 27 bench points both teams, EJ. But it's the starters.
Yep.
Na malaki
The
ang abante ng National U. Avelona trying his hand at a 3. Another offensive rebound, and an easy one at that. Oh, Bautista. Dakiwag!
Oh, almost a 3-point play there. Medyo na late ng isang dribble yung pasa ni Tata. He could have passed it right away, but he opted for 1 extra dribble.
Look at this offensive rebound, the power dribble, the putback. Fubu fearless shot for Asbayas, Fubu International. Nissin Yakisobrang move naman. Brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba, Yakisobrang sarap. Dakiwag, who is on the line, missed 3 earlier, probably still haunting him. And yes, it is.
It gets mental sometimes.
Yep. As a coach, you can only do so much.
Yep.
And Coach Pido egging him on. That looks
Nice.
off.
But he gets the rebound.
Yesti getting chances here. Down 8. Abdul, that's a wise move. Abdul, great defense by Embe that time.
Stood right there, hand up in the face.
Alolino is back. No, but 10 seconds on the shot clock of National U. Ray Parks is in the corner. Alolino to Parks. Parks shoots a corner 3. No. Another relatively
rebound.
easy offensive
It
rebound.
just landed his way.
Kevin Ferrer hollering at his teammates saying to box out. Alolino to Parks again. Parks inside. And then out to Ronyo. They swing it to Alolino for 3. They get it back. Bautista behind the back. Sets up Dakiwag. Wala. Oh, wow. And Cobutin is running on the other end. Cobutin gets it up. No. Last 2 minutes.
Pagpatirin si Cobutin, no?
Brought to you by PS Bank. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. Another chance for National U. Still an 8-point lead. Alolino gets it back. Parks, baseline drive. Sets up Ronyo from his favorite spot. Gets it to go!
Huge 3. That's Ronyo's
16 points. 4th triple. At 1:30 to play, National U has had the answer all game long.
Wow. You had told me that this game would be won by Villamor and Ronyo leading NU and not Embe and Parks. I would have wondered what you were thinking, but look at this, 14-point lead with those 2 guys leading the way for NU.
And now UST looking to jack up some 3s. UST is in danger. Coach Pido wanted a timeout, I believe. It wasn't awarded to him. National U, 19 assists in this game. They have shared the ball, they have rotated the ball, and they get another offensive rebound kasamang TJ.
The ball didn't hit the rim.
Ito,
Shot
madali.
clock was down.
Madali yung tira ni Alulino. All of a sudden, it is up to a 13-point lead with exactly, 14-point lead.
Mahihila na sa scoreboard natin.
16-point lead, yan na. Lipat, 16-point lead. Mali po yan nasa TV sets with 60 seconds left. We'll be back. We come back and show you the Dumor player of the game, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. That's Robin Ronyo. By the way, the official score was 72-59. Sorry about that. Scoreboards just playing tricks on us here. 72-69. The one that you saw on TV was correct. 72-59. And then Karim Abdul with the bucket, 72-61. Which
look at
now
Ronyo.
changes with Ronyo's fifth triple, 19 points for him.
Awesome.
12 coming in the second half. Actually, 12 coming in the fourth quarter.
Wow. 5 out of 6 from beyond the arc is Ronyo today.
75-61 all of a sudden with 30 seconds remaining. And UST will suffer its third straight defeat. You know what I want for NU, TJ? Is that their fans could really come out.
Yeah.
The students and
This
the fans.
is a call for their school community to
Yeah.
come out and really support them.
They have a two-time MVP who is arguably the most athletic player in the league. As we look at this Kit Kat best break, join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat. They have a maturing point guard. They have a team that is coming together at the right time, playing unselfishly. They have come up with a 4-game winning streak. They have to support this team because they're exciting to watch.
Yep.
They have to come out for the games because it's a good team to watch. And it's a 75-61 win after they demolished Adamson by 32 points. May konting commotion pa yung mga assistant coaches kasamang TJ.
Between assistant coaches.
Oh, between
Vic Casiano and I don't know who the other assistant coach from UST that was.
In the meantime, the shake of the game brought to you by Mogu Mogu. You gotta chew. And 75-61 is our final score. Now they're trying to separate both teams now here on the floor. If we can. Congratulations, by the way, to National University, the winning team Bonchon of the game, powered by Bonchon Chicken. Team Bonchon for the win. We'll take a break. We got some post-game awards to give out. We'll sort things out here at the Araneta Coliseum. It is a 75-61 win for National University. That is their fourth straight. We mentioned that hasn't happened in the Ray Parks or Coach Eric Altamirano era. It happens for the first time. But in this streak, there have been many heroes other than Ray Parks. We've had Villamor, we've had Embe, we've had games from Jello Alulino, and then today it is Robin Ronyo, Jollibee champ of the game, Big Burger goodness like no other. Robin Ronyo, the former RTU recruit with 5 triples in this game. The running game of NU has been devastating today, and that's our RCBC Savings Bank life-changing move. RCBC Savings Bank, my loans, it's life-changing.
Well, that was their 25th fast break point, and that was an indication of how awesome the running game was today, and that was a turning point of the game as well.
Our kada code of the game is walang pasagan ng trip, kada bonding, chippy. The National U winning this one, and UST goes down for its third straight defeat. We'll be back. Hopefully talk to Coach Eric Altamirano here at the Araneta Coliseum. It's a 75-61 count to National University. As we mentioned, 4-game winning streak. A very good second round for them, still undefeated. Their streak started with their last game of the first round here in season 76 of the UAAP. Puntahan muna natin ating PS Bank Maasahan player of the game. And I believe it is Robin Ronyo who did the damage here. Again, we mentioned his shooting from the outside, and it came at key moments too, TJ. And he joins us also with our winning coach, Coach Eric Altamirano, na nandyan sa press room natin. Coach Eric, congratulations for this 4th straight win. One of the things that most pundits will say about the National U team last year was you weren't able to close out games, or you weren't able to respond to rallies from the other teams. What has changed from that moment in now? You've proven that you can do that consistently against great, better teams in the league.
Hi, Boom. Thank you. First of all, it was really a collective effort. One of the key things for this game was the bench. The bench stepped up, and it was led by Robin Ronyo. He's actually one of our stoppers, but for this game, he provided us with his 3-point shots.
Well, nabanggit mo na, Coach, no, itong si Robin contributed a lot today. Off the bench, 19 minutes, pero katumbas din ng puntos mo. 19 points ka, 5 out of 6 from 3-point range. Anong iniisip mo today coming into this game na alam mo naman, every game ang focus ng depensa ng kalaban na kay Ray Parks, na kay Embe, pero kayo ni Villamor talaga nag-step up na malaki. Anong inisip nyo coming into this game, how you had to perform and help out to get the win?
Unang-una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat po ako kay Lord na sabi niya na panalo sa amin. And then sa supporters ng MU. So yun, sa game namin ngayon, well, nag-stick kami sa game plan ng mga coaches. Then yun, and always lang ako ready pagdating sa mga offensa. Pero first option talaga is defensive talaga. Yeah.
They have been a great defensive team in this 4-game winning streak. He is our PS Bank Maasahan player of the game. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. One last question, Coach Eric. Things have changed since that team-only meeting, that private meeting that you've had with the team. And I know you won't be able, or you shouldn't disclose everything that happens within the team. But what were the more important things to take away from that team-only meeting? Because from then on, you were a different team.
I really like what happened in that meeting, because it was not really a finger-pointing meeting. They were not putting blames on anybody, but really more of reminding each other about yung identity ng team and the roles of each player. And I think from then on, nakita ko yung team that it made them more united, closer with each other, and open to suggestions, criticisms, constructive criticisms. So I think it really paid off for us kasi lalo naging close yung team, and then mas determined sila this coming second round.
And it shows very much in the way you guys have been playing. Congratulations, Coach Eric, and to Robin Ronyo and the rest of the National U Bulldogs. We will leave them to our friends at the press. They will spend time and dissect this win even more. We'll take a break here at the Araneta Coliseum. Magbabalik po kami ni TJ to really wrap this coverage up. Stay with us, please. 561, we're cleaning up operations here at the Araneta Coliseum, and we mean that literally, by the way, and TJ. Just a few more here before we let you go. Our update on our Gatorade Fuel Duel of the game. He is fueled for the win with Gatorade for the second consecutive game for them. It's a consolation prize for Abdul. He won the matchup against MB, he won the matchup against Mami, but the bigger picture, of course, is a W, which they didn't get today.
They didn't get today, and they haven't gotten for how many? 3 straight losses?
3 straight losses, yep.
And that's something they got to fix as soon as possible if they still want to make that strong run into the Final Four.
Avida hit at home, score update, take one for the team and shoot now. Join Avida's hit at home, and the host school, Adamson, still in the lead. UE coming in strong, and FEU at third. And speaking of UE and FEU, they will play each other in what could promise to be a war tomorrow here at the Araneta Coliseum. Yeah, for sure. And also a big game for both teams. Ateneo needing to catch up with the rest of the gang, while Adamson trying to stop a slide here in UAAP Season 76. That's all live, and coverage starts at 1:30 p.m. Here at the Araneta Coliseum. That's what happened. That's what will happen tomorrow here at the Big Dome. Today, though, DLSU in a tough battle for 3 quarters against UP, and then eventually separation in that 4th quarter, and winning 85-63 in our first game. And in our second game, National U repeats over UST in round number 2. For TJ Manotok, Trisha Robredo, Cristel Batchelor, Direk Al Neri, and everybody behind the scenes for ABS-CBN Sports, I'm Boom Gonzalez saying so long from the Big Dome. We'll see you tomorrow for more of the UAP as we continue to broadcast in high definition.
Season 76. Greatness never ends. The following has been a special presentation of ABS-CBN Sports.